So today I'm off to a place called Bull Bay, and it's very popular amongst fishing community. People come from all over the place to go to this one little spot on Anglesey, and it just so happens I live virtually down the road from it, and I've been asked to film there. So before I start filming, I'm going to tell a little story why I don't like fishing, because I keep getting asked this. Well, a long time ago, my old man decided it was time for me to be a man and go out with the rest of the guys and do what men do, and that's fishing. Bear in mind, I was only 12 years old, and so I'd never been fishing before, and this trip they planned was a night fishing trip, and no idea where it was. So anyway, we get in the truck, or we drive to where this place was, in the pitch black, freezing cold. And first thing I decide is, well, you know what I could do, of go in the toilet. So I walk off, and he said, well, go and just go behind those rocks over there. So I said, okay, that's fine, I'll do that, no problem. And before I got there, I heard somebody shout, just be careful of the rats. So so I thought, yeah, right, whatever, you know, I'm just, not going to get me on that one. So I disappear behind these rocks, and all of a sudden I'm staring face to face with this humongous rat doing a stare down, and this rat must have been the size of a cat. He was huge. So I decided, you know what, I don't think I want to go to the toilet anymore. I think I'm good. So I head back, and when I head back, it's like, okay, now the lesson is, let's do the bait thing. We'll put the bait on the hook. And he says, you got two choices, you got A and B. Choice A is the worm. You thread the worm through here, and it goes through there. Well, it kind of reminded me a bit of like Vlad the Impaler to me. It didn't sound too pleasant for the worm. So I said, well, what's option B? He says, well, you get this crab, you put him on the rocks, and then you get this knife, and then you cut him straight in half, and then you thread the hook through. So I didn't really want to do either, to be honest. I think I was pretty much grossed out. So I decided to do the crab thing. So anyway, we did that. We sat there waiting for hours, and eventually one of us got a bite, and everyone got excited, and I thought, well, do you know what? This must be the climax of fishing. This is the good bit. So he reels the fish in, and I'm like, wow, that's an amazing fish. He's huge, and what an amazing fish. And then all of a sudden he rips the hook out of the fish and starts bashing him on the head until he stops flapping. So I thought, well, do you know what, this is very barbaric, this. I'm not really feeling this. I mean, what was once like, oh, a nice fish, now I'm watching this fish get clubbed to death. So anyway, the fishing trip was over, we go home, and just when I thought my nightmare was over and this whole ordeal was finally over, my brother said to me, all right, now you got to learn how to clean the fish. I thought, well, I can do that. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. Clean the fish, you just put them in a bowl of water or whatever. Yeah, sounds fine. So I go over to the sink, and he gets this knife, and he plunges this knife straight down the middle of this fish, ripping it straight in half. And then he gets his fingers and starts ripping out all its insides. And I'm like really on the verge of throwing up at this point. So the whole house stunk of fish for about a week, and I just couldn't get the smell out of my nose. Needless to say, I didn't feel like having fish for dinner the next night. I wasn't really feeling it, if you know what I mean. So it was a very traumatic experience. I remember I was only 12 and I'm still not over it. Anyway, that was my little fish story. So I'm going to carry on with the video now, and hope you enjoy the rest.